I've been making short-form Minecraft videos for almost 5 years now. And since it's almost the end of 2024, I decided to make a compilation of some of my favorite videos that I've ever made. This is my first long-form video in a very long time, so I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, with this, my Cobblestone Generator is complete. With the pull of a lever, I can get a ton of cobble, if only I remembered which lever actually did it. You know what, this time let's spice it up. I'm gonna pull the last lever. Let's see what this one does. Alright, I guess that wasn't the right one. What did that one do? Oh, right, that was to torch the Grand Village Library. Thousands of years of historical documents gone in the blink of an eye. Oh well. Okay, well if it wasn't that lever, then I guess it could be the middle one. Let's try this one. Alright, it wasn't that one either. What did that one do? Oh yeah, that lever was to blow up an entire lower income neighborhood. Silly me. I'll give them some dirt to rebuild their house or something, I don't know. I guess that means that this lever has to be the last one. There's no other options. Let's see what happens. Okay, or not. I don't know what that one did. Oh, right, no, that one was to spread the Black Plague throughout the village. I completely forgot that I made a lever for that. Silly mistake. Oh yeah, I don't even need a lever to use. It's just a Cobblestone Generator.
Oh man, I love the Magic School Bus. You remember the theme song for it?
Yeah, I remember when Arnold, he was like, please let this be a normal field trip.
With the friends? No way! Cruising on down Main Street, you're relaxed and feeling good.
No, what is...
Next thing that you
Whoa,
know, you're
whoa, that's TNT! There's people in there! Holy shit! Angels! Good God, what is happening? Oh no, they're going in the lava. Those guys are falling in a hole. This is fucked, dude. Warnings? Jesus! Those guys are fucked.
I'm on the Magic School Bus.
What's with the salmon, man? Why are you singing?
On the Magic School
This is
Bus.
hanging animals.
So strap your
This is no field trip. This is...
Come on in now, don't be shy. Just
Yo,
don't make your
does the rail end?
You might
Does
get
the rail...
baked into a pot on the Magic School
What the fuck?
Bus.
Oh shit!
Hello, Cletus. I want to play a game. The game is very simple. You see, Cletus, all I need for you to do is walk down this hallway and get to the cake at the very end. But there's a big problem, Cletus. There's a huge problem. There's a bunch of pressure plates in the hallway, Cletus. And they're all connected to members of your extended family, Cletus. I got every single one of them in here. And once you step on a row of pressure plates, 2 members of your extended family will get dunked in a lava pit, Cletus. So I just got one simple question for you, Cletus. Is a literal piece of cake worth the lives of everyone in your extended family? Oh my god. Cletus, chill out, bro. Oh my god, holy shit. Usually people don't even step on the first one.
Aw man, my village is looking so nice today.
What's up, Energize?
What's up, Peef? How's your village doing, man?
It's doing good, man. I think both of our villages are really thriving here. Wait, what the fuck is that? Is your villager robbing my villager?
Nah, I think that's just a little misunderstanding.
Yeah, I guess it could just be a Oh, wait a minute! He's burning his house down now, what the hell? No misunderstanding. No, I'm not gonna stand for this, bro. I'm gonna have to smite one of your villagers.
Dude, you can't smite one of my villagers like that, man. I'm gonna smite one of yours.
Bro, you just killed the villager who got robbed and had his house burnt down. I'm gonna smite another one of yours.
No, dude, you can't. Fuck you. Your whole village is going
Fuck
down
you.
now.
Your whole
Your
village is going
entire
down. Fuck
village
you.
is blown up.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Wait a minute, Peef. Wait a minute. We gotta stop, man. Look at what we've done.
You're right. The villages, they're destroyed. And you know what? If I'm the god of this village, and the village no longer exists, then how am I even...
Peef? Where'd you go, dude? Wait a minute. Oh, no. Recently, I discovered that my house had been receiving a lot of uninvited guests. I was going over my security footage one night when I saw 2 giant mice roaming around my house. They raided my fridge and then disappeared through a giant hole in my bathroom floor. The next day, I followed their tracks and found that the mice had built an entire modern civilization underneath my home. They had large living facilities for their mice citizens, huge vibrant farms to keep them well fed through the harsh winters, and a giant throne for their esteemed king of the mice. When I approached the king about my complaints, he apologized for the inconvenience and returned the stolen food back to me. He explained that
that his citizens did not always live underneath my home. They were once government lab subjects and were forced to go through horribly painful lab experiments to give them heightened intelligence just so they could do the government's bidding. Then one day, one of the scientists felt bad for them and released him and his family into the wilderness. He explained how he did not wish to harm anyone on the surface. His goal was to eventually help people, but he needed to help his family first. I could definitely empathize with what he told me, but sorry wasn't gonna cut it. I've been wondering why my water bill was so damn high, and at the end of the day, I would have to be clinically insane to trust a giant talking rodent. So immediately upon leaving, I went to the head of the government and told him about their runaway experiments. Within hours, the military engaged the Mouse Kingdom, and after a bloody 3-day war, the mice infestation under my home was finally exterminated. There were a few mice that survived the attack and were taken back to the government lab where they were uneducated and thrown into the New York City sewers. And I ended up getting 300,000 acres of real estate for free. I'm just so happy that everybody ended up winning in the end. First mob on the list is the Duolingo bird. The Duolingo bird will spawn randomly in the game and try to teach the player a new language. If the player fails their first 3 pretests, then the Duolingo bird will get upset and blow up the player's house. The Duolingo bird will get increasingly more aggressive as the player fails to learn. It can be tamed if the player successfully learns a new language, and if killed, the player will inherit the knowledge of every language on Earth. The second mob on the list is a skinwalker. The skinwalker typically spawns next to a village. The skinwalker can take the shape of any animal and will use this ability to try to get close to the player. If the player doesn't notice the skinwalker within 3 days of it entering close vicinity, then they will become possessed and will temporarily lose control of their character. Skinwalkers are evil by nature, so in the short time frame that they have control, they will try to blow up the player's house and kill any nearby villagers. Killing the skinwalker prevents one from spawning in the same area again. The final mob on the list is a groundhog. It's literally just a groundhog. It lives in the ground and will come out to eat food that the player has planted. It is extremely docile by nature, but if the player doesn't have any crops planted, then the groundhog will get angry and will blow up the player's house. The groundhog can be tamed if the player continues to feed it, and killing the groundhog will just give the player the crops that it stole. This mob is actually extremely detrimental, especially for players who just started a world, but how can you say no to this cute little bastard? Just look at his face. That is all of the mobs for 2052. Let me know which one was your favorite in the comment section below. The first disability being added to the game is alcoholism. The player has a random chance to get this disability anytime they drink an alcoholic beverage in the game. If the player has this disability, then they will need to periodically stop what they are doing and go to the nearest bar for a drink. If the player goes a prolonged period of time without a drink, then they will eventually keel over and die. The second disability being added to the game is Alzheimer's disease. The player has a higher chance to get this disability the longer that they play the game. A player afflicted with this disability will sometimes notice that when they put items in a chest, those items won't be there the next time that they open it. This can cause many problems for the player, and they can even sometimes end up misplacing their entire house. The final disability being added to the game is sleeping disorders. The player has a completely random chance to get this disability. A player afflicted with this disability will not be able to sleep even if there are no mobs nearby. This can be extremely brutal, especially if the player just started the game. The player can get rid of this disability by eating a golden apple. That is all of the disabilities being added to the game. Let me know which one is your favorite in the comments section below. This is LaShonda Brown, and obviously this is just the villager that I came up with a name for, with no relation to anyone in real life. But someone could say that LaShonda Brown sounds like the name of somebody who, you know, you would have like 4 kids with, have a beautiful 5-year marriage, and you think that you're going to live happily ever after, and then she says that she's going to go on a business trip, and after 5 days, she comes back, and 9 months later, she gives birth to a kid, and you're very confused because the kid looks nothing like you, and looks very much like your next door neighbor. And then whenever you go to your next door neighbor, and you ask him if there's any coincidence with why the child looks like you, and he says that there is none, but you know better, so you do a DNA test, and you find out that it's 90% his DNA and 0% your DNA, and that the 5 years of marriage that you had were absolutely worthless. So you divorce LaShonda Brown, and then you end up living the rest of your life alone in the suburbs. You know, I feel like just some people might make that sort of connection. Dude, this dungeon is so easy so far.
I know, man. We're about to get paid.
We're about to make big money. What is this? A sacrifice is needed. What do you think it means by that?
I don't know, man. Well, this sign says 50 emeralds.
So it's a sacrifice of money.
Yeah, more like a payment than a sacrifice, I'd say.
Yeah.
But hey, you got 25, and we can split it.
No, I don't actually. You got me on this one, bro.
Yeah, I guess.
Thanks, man. I'll get you on the next one.
Right.
This one looks a little more sinister. Another sacrifice is needed, and there's blood everywhere.
Yeah, what do you think of the blood? So much blood. Oh shit, dude! Hey, calm down, man. Look,
I have an idea.
Ow!
It worked.
Yeah, I guess it did.
These are easy so far. Another sacrifice is needed. Oh.
What's that?
Yeah, I think
That's a pretty deep lava pit there. Wonder if we had to like throw someone down.
I think we do.
Hey, man.
I think we gotta throw someone in there, Peef.
Look, let's be reasonable here, okay? We don't have to rush into any kind of decision.
Listen, man. We knew that only one person was gonna make it to the end. And it's gonna be me!
You bastard!
Oh, you loser. Now I don't have to split the gold. Where is it? Oh, what? Why is lava falling on me? Peef, what did you do to me?
There was water underneath the lava? Holy shit! I found the treasure! I can finally pay off my student loans. Oh, well, I guess, like, most of them. But wait a minute. How am I gonna get out of here?
Alright, all we need is a door. There we go, my skybase is complete. I guess I don't need this anymore. I don't even know why I had this up here in the first place. Where's this TNT going? It's down there. Is that a baby villager playground? Oh my god, why do they have TNT on the playground already? If my TNT gets there, they're gonna blow up! I gotta do something. Maybe one of these levers switches the track or something. Oh, thank god. I'm a hero. I just saved the kids at that playground. Oh, wait, where's it going now? Is that a hospital for villagers? Oh my god, I can't let it blow up a hospital. I'm gonna lose sleep over that. Maybe this lever changes the track again? Oh, thank Christ. I saved the hospital. My pastor would have been very upset if something happened to that. But wait, where's the track going now? Is that my ex-wife, Lashonda's house? And does she have a new husband? Oh man, I really wish somebody could do something to stop that TNT from getting over there. Maybe this last lever stops it. Maybe it switches the track to another one. Yeah, maybe. I'll press it, but I'm gonna wait here an awkward second before I do. It's a nice day out anyway. Alright, I think that's about enough time. The other day, I noticed that there were just too many baby villagers in my village, so I decided to change that. I herded up all the kids and deported them to a completely walled-off village in the desert. The village received no outside aid, meaning that the baby villagers needed to work together in order to build a community that would survive. This proved to be difficult at first, since the majority of them couldn't even form full sentences yet, and many of the baby villagers didn't even survive the first 24 hours. But those that did found their own place in society. Little Anna baked cookies one time with her mom before the transfer, so she opened up a cookie shop. All of the villagers loved her cookies, probably because it was the only food available in the village, but they started worshipping her like a god. This led to the Great Cookie War, in which a faction of villagers tried to abduct Anna to seize all the cookies for themselves. In the end, they were outnumbered, but regardless, many lives were lost during that war. It is also rumored that a cult had started about a baby villager who has been asleep for days. Prophecy states that the baby villager dreams about being outside the walls, and the day that he wakes up is the day that the walls collapse. Have you ever wanted to get superpowers in Minecraft? Well, just come on down to my new business, the Superhero Factory. Here we give players the tools they need to be successful superheroes in the modern age. The first step to being a superhero is to have one parent pass away in a very horrific accident. So we choose one of our client's parents at random and make the chosen parent disappear. Once our client finds out about this, they will experience an extreme amount of trauma that they will be dishing out to criminals for years to come. The next step is to find a place riddled with criminal activity so that the superhero has a place to catch bad guys. So we take a normal village and get all of the villagers addicted to various different substances. My team also makes sure that the local economy is extremely unstable by raising the inflation rate through the roof and making an emerald block worth virtually nothing. This forces many local villagers into poverty and makes them have to participate in criminal activities in order to survive. The final step is to make the player go through a near-death experience that would normally kill somebody, but in this case it gives the player superpowers. For example, we took Timmy here and pushed him into a lava lake. Now he can swim in lava and not die. Not sure how he's going to fight crime with this ability, but I'm sure he'll figure it out. So if you've ever wanted to fight some crime and mysteriously cause an entire local population of villagers to turn into criminals overnight, then come on down to the Superhero Factory today.
The first mob on the list is my ex-wife, Lashonda. Lashonda will promise you years of love-filled marriage and will be the caring mother to 6 of your beautiful children. Then one day she will start developing feelings for your next-door neighbor, Marvin. And you know that these feelings are developing because she'll keep making excuses to leave the house and then will immediately park her car in Marvin's driveway. And you'll be thinking to yourself, man, Marvin's house has everything. It has an ATM, a Walmart, a Starbucks, a fucking Chuck E. Cheese. Like, damn, Marvin, is there a membership program you can hook a brother up with? Because your place sounds awesome. But no. Then you'll find out that Marvin doesn't have any of those things, and rather your loving wife of 7 years has been cheating on you with Marvin for at least 3.5 of them. So you end up divorcing Lashonda, but you lose your kids in the court proceedings that followed. So you play ball with your favorite kid one last time before watching them drive off in the distance, never to be seen again. Oh, and the other 2 mobs are a capybara and a Bichon Frise. So, yeah. Alright, with this, my lava generator is complete. With a pull of a lever, I can get a ton of lava, if only I remembered which lever did it. It really could be any one of these, so I'm just gonna try pulling the left lever first. Okay, well nothing is happening to the farm. What did that one do?
Oh, right. That one was to create an underground fighting ring for homeless villagers. This is great because it not only makes homeless villagers productive by providing entertainment, but it also reduces the amount of homeless villagers. It's a 2-for-1 deal. Alright, well that wasn't the right lever. So let's just go down the line here and pull the middle lever. Okay, that clearly wasn't the right one either. What did that one do? Oh yeah, that one was to blow up one of the wonders of the world. It was literally just a pile of fucking rocks. I'll just stack some more up. It's fine. Okay, well, we've only got one lever left, so hopefully this is the right one. Nope, that one didn't work either. What did that one do? Oh, right. That one was to sell all of my villagers' souls to the devil in exchange for a piece of cake. I'm actually so glad that I pulled that lever because I was getting a little hungry there. Oh, right. The lava just drips down into the cauldron. I don't even need a lever.
So I saw a couple of you guys saying that my enclosure for my allays was a little unnatural and kind of cruel or whatever. So I did something to fix that. I created a worse living condition for one of them so that statistically the ones living in the basement would be better off. So I took a little Scrat down here. He didn't do nothing wrong, but he was just the first one I saw. And I made him a new little home down at the bottom of a huge hole. So, thank you for your sacrifice, Scrat. You'll never be forgotten.
There's been a little bit of a problem in my village recently. For years, we've had a local superhero named Super Steve fight crime for our village. But nowadays, no one really needs his help. We haven't been raided for months, and the crime rate in the village is at an all-time low. Because of this, Super Steve can usually be found in the pub, drinking from 11 in the morning to at least 9 p.m. at night. It really got me upset seeing Super Steve so depressed, so I came up with a plan. I picked a person at random in the village and completely flipped their whole life upside down. I blew up his house, got him thrown into jail with false accusations of drug possession, and hacked into his banking information so I could drain all of his money. My hope was that this person would turn into a supervillain and would motivate Super Steve to save the day once again. And I was right. This person did in fact turn into a supervillain. He's literally killing everybody. Super Steve, on the other hand, he's still at the bar. He's still drinking. He refuses to leave. Thank you, Super Steve. Thank you for saving our village. Are you tired of boring old levers that do exactly what you want them to do in your Minecraft server? Then come on down to my new business, the Impractical Lever Factory. Here at Impractical Levers, we don't even know what the lever we're selling you actually does. Using methods that are probably illegal, we are able to mass-produce levers with completely random outcomes. For example, you could get a lever that cures your grandpa's late-onset dementia, or you might just get one that causes a loving family of 5 to lose their home due to a random house fire. You really never know what you're gonna get. But why stop with just one lever when you can get 2 for the price of 2? That's right. If you buy one of these beauties in the next 3.5 minutes, then you will get 2 levers for the low price of just 420 million emeralds. That's double the levers, double the fun, double the financial debt, and double the potential for a felony charge. I honestly don't know what more you could ask for. So if you ever wanted to be millions of emeralds in debt and have a dope-ass lever that could potentially start the purge in your local village, then come on down to the Impractical Lever Factory today.
Another tough day of fighting crime and saving lives. What's up, barkeep? Can I get a creeper on the rocks?
Whoa, are you Staircase Man?
Yeah, I'm Staircase Man.
You saved my life one time, Staircase Man. You don't want a creeper on the rocks. I'll give you something good. Try this out.
I mean, looks pretty good to drink. What? Where am I? You! I saved you!
Yeah, you did. But I was a villain, Staircase Man.
A villain?
I've been a villain this entire time. You knew nothing about me.
Oh no.
And now, you've fallen into my trap, Staircase Man. I have 2 villagers here. Someone's mom and someone's ex-daughter. And you have to choose who dies, Staircase Man.
I have to choose?
It's your decision.
But wait a minute. The redstone's connected. It doesn't matter who I choose. They're both gonna die.
Just hit a button, bro.
Just hit a button, huh? But what if I do this?
A few decades ago, my company and I adopted a little villager named Diesel. Diesel was an unwanted pregnancy, and because of this, his dad nor his mom showed up for his birth. My company and I decided that he should get to live a normal life just like anybody else, but we obviously needed a way to make money off of him. I mean, we're not running a charity. So we created a giant dome that housed a fake world for Diesel, in which everything he did was recorded for a live audience. It was here that Diesel grew up with a fake loving family, but we quickly realized that we needed a way to ensure that Diesel couldn't run away from the village, so we manufactured a situation in which Diesel lost his fake dad during a screening of Cars 1 in theaters. This event traumatized Diesel so bad that he couldn't even bear to look at another automobile again, thus keeping him trapped in the village. Life went on for Diesel. He settled down with a fake wife and got a high-end job at a button-pushing factory. Life was good for Diesel, until one day, Diesel's fake dad snuck back on the set to try to tell Diesel that everything in his world was fake. Unfortunately, the reunion was cut short, and his fake dad was mysteriously taken out by a meteor. But the damage was already done. Diesel knew that his entire life was fake, so he ran away from the village. After a few days, he finally came to the end of the dome, and before he walked out, I told him that while his whole world was fake, he was real. The world he was leaving revolved around him, but the outside world wouldn't be the same. Despite my warning, Diesel made his choice and walked out of the dome. Upon walking out, Diesel was immediately arrested and taken to prison, since he technically never paid any taxes in the dome. But Diesel was happy, because this decision was finally his own.
Crib's about to be lit.
But man, that's crazy.
What are you doing? What? Why do you want to live in a place like that?
Change it up, G. Sometimes you gotta know what it's like to be poor. Be humble.
Yeah, but you making.
But you don't need to know what it's like to be poor. You just started the game. You know very well what it's like to be poor.
Well, eventually I'll make a dirt mansion. Eventually I'll make a dirt mansion, but like right now I ain't got shit, G.
Why don't you use like cobble?
It's
You
stupid.
have wood. You have a wood pillar.
Nah, G, that's not what that. You don't understand. You don't. You just gotta watch the process, G. That's all it is.
I see the vision.
Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end of the video. I just wanted to say that I appreciate every single one of you guys so much. Without your guys' support, I wouldn't be able to be here today to play Minecraft and make these silly and oftentimes pretty unhinged videos for you guys. So thank you guys very much. I hope you all have a great New Year's, and I'll see you in the next video.